The story of God's redeeming work continues as God's promise to Abraham passes to Isaac, Jacob, and then to Joseph. Though Joseph was betrayed by his brothers and sold into slavery in Egypt, what they intended for harm, God used for good. Despite the suffering, false accusations, and imprisonment, God raised Joseph to a position of authority in Egypt. During a time of famine in the land, God used Joseph to not only preserve Egypt, but Joseph's whole family. Then Joseph's whole family settled in Egypt and multiplied greatly. Over time, they became a numerous people, and the new Pharaoh, who was threatened by their growth, oppressed them and enslaved them. But God did not forget his promise. God raised Moses to confront Pharaoh and to deliver his people with mighty acts. With mighty power, God delivered his people, defeating the Egyptians, parting the Red Sea, and leading them to Mount Sinai. At Mount Sinai, the Lord declared to them, "You shall be my treasured possession, a kingdom of priests and a holy nation." Now the people of God were to live as his covenant people and to reflect his character to the world. And how were they to do this? Now the Lord God said to them, "Wash yourselves and your clothes in preparation to come in my presence near the mountain where I would appear to speak to you." God also warned the people to not come close to the mountain or touch it, because they would die. In Exodus 20, we are told this story. God said all these words, "I am the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt, out of land of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven, on earth, or in the waters below. You shall not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sin of their parents to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me, and showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God, for the Lord will not hold anyone guiltless who misuses his name. Remember the Sabbath by keeping it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work. But the 7th day is a Sabbath to the Lord. On it you shall not do any work, neither you nor your son or daughter, nor your female or male servant, nor your animals, nor any foreigners residing in your towns. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens, the earth, and the seas, and on the 7th day he rested. Therefore he blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. Honor your father and your mother, so that you may live long in the land that the Lord God is giving you. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male or female servants, his ox or his donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. When the people saw the thunder and the lightning, and heard the trumpet, and saw the mountain in smoke, they trembled with fear. The people stayed at a distance and said to Moses, "Speak to us yourself, and we will listen, but do not have God speak to us, or we will die." So Moses said to them, "Do not be afraid. God has come to test you, so that his fear will be in you to keep you from sinning." Then the people stayed at a distance while Moses approached the dark thickness where God was. May the Lord honor the telling of his word.